Coming up next on Columbus Connections, we are live on location for the Unity Week and Juneteenth Jubilee. We're going to tell you all about it. Stay tuned. Welcome to Columbus Connections. I am your host, David Britt, and we are live at location at what is right now an empty Civic Center parking lot. But for the Unity Week and Juneteenth Jubilee, it is going to be a big celebration behind me. I know you want to know all about it, and we are going to tell you about it. And I have the perfect people to talk about it. One is Miss Councilwoman Toya Tucker, who just does so much for her district. And the other is Mr. Rob Landers, who has brought so much great entertainment to the Columbus area recently. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
We
Thank you for having
are
us.
here on location and hot and
I
trying not to sweat out
know.
these chairs.
I know.
It is time. Hot Georgia, we're
But
here.
it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Because
It
it's going to be
is.
a lot of great things happening on these grounds shortly.
It is.
Tell
Yeah.
us about the Unity Week and Juneteenth Jubilee.
Well, no, we're super excited. I mean, this is something that myself and Toya started talking about over almost a year ago now. And Toya came to me about, how do we do an event where we can embrace the entire community, but also have the entire community involved with one singular program. And we talked about doing a Juneteenth celebration.
Yeah.
And so from there, we got a committee together. We've got over 30 folks across the community from representing different organizations that we started meeting back in August of 2021. And here we are now, we're 2 weeks away. So I'm just thankful and appreciative of Ms. Tucker and the committee that we've been working with just to get us to this point.
That's right. They say it takes a village.
Yeah.
And we have our village right now with this Juneteenth committee for the city. First citywide.
First one.
Yes.
So what's going to happen for Unity Week for Juneteenth?
We're going to start off with our press conference. It's going to be at the
The Roundtree House on Buena Vista Road. That's going to be on Monday. That's going to be June 13th.
Doors open, gates or however you want to say it, at 9:30. And it's going to be something spectacular, something very different and unique. It's going to be entertaining.
It's not going to be your typical press conference where somebody comes up to the podium and just reads. So it's going to have some theatrics to it. I'm smiling. Both of us are smiling because we know what's going to take place. But it's kind of a surprise to the community. We're going to have some special celebrity guests there that are going to be in town. So we're just super excited about that.
That's right.
Okay. And then what's after that?
Then after that, we go into Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we take a small break on Tuesday. We actually have some stuff in plan to deal with the American Rescue Plan, the grants that we have.
Right,
Rob Scott is going to do some grant applications. It's going to be our Juneteenth segment of it. So we'll put that out there. But Wednesday is when we kick back off.
We'll be at the Mildred Terry Library, and that'll be our oral history and presentation. So obviously that Juneteenth kind of represents a celebration, but there's an education piece to it. So there's kind of a strategy in how we plan the entire week. Is the opening week to tell people about what's going on, and then our first event is an educational piece for people to understand, or those who have not learned about Juneteenth to get more information about it, and just to expand on it of how it relates and ties into here in the Columbus community. So we'll be having that on Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. at the Mildred Terry Library.
Yeah, and we've been pushing the narrative that we want to educate while we celebrate.
Yeah.
It's good to celebrate, but we need to understand why we're celebrating. So we're actively adding in the educational piece on each and every day of our event.
Awesome. Okay.
And then going into that Thursday, I'm co-chairing that day with the Honorable Oz Roberts, that everybody knows.
It's going to be big.
Exactly. So I don't even know where to begin to talk about Thursday's night, but Thursday night is going to be an arts and fashion celebration, and we're going to have that at the Macon Road Library. Alan Harkless and the library team has been opened up the doors for us to participate and be able to utilize their facility for such a great event. we're actually working with a artist, so to speak, and a curator. His name is Kenneth Green. And Kenneth Green has compiled an exhibit called A Clothes Story. And what we did was we tailored this clothes story based upon influential members that have had an impact in the Columbus community. And so it's a visual representation of some of the clothing that they would wear during special events or ceremonies. And he's actually tying in some of our local folks that we are all familiar with, of course, obviously with Ma Rainey, affiliated for Mitchell, Freddie Marshall, and others that we want to highlight and celebrate in their impact on the Columbus community. And we've brought in an artist to curate an exhibit and a fashion show that evening. Aflac has came on to be our partner and sponsor Thursday's evening's event. So we're so excited to have Aflac on board. There will be light refreshments for this night. So as you know, Oz doesn't do anything small. So it's going to be a grand event that we're going to have on that Thursday evening, starting at about 5:30 with a light reception prior to the event and the clothes story presented by Kenneth Green and Aflac.
And this is at the Columbus Library on Macon Road.
Gotcha.
And then we go into Friday. So we started, I think we said, is it 12 or 11 with the food truck?
Yep, so about 11:30, we're gonna make it like Food Truck Friday. That's our day of preparation for the weekend's festivities. So we're asking everybody into the city to come out to Columbus. We're gonna have a Food Truck Friday, and it's gonna be representative of a diverse array of food trucks here at the Civic Center. So do not buy your lunch on that Friday. We're gonna take care of your lunch here at with all the diverse trucks that we'll have. And we definitely want you to come out and support. And all of these are local businesses, right? And that's a piece to it through this process. So it's an education piece, there's a celebration piece, but it's also an economic development piece for all of these entities that we're working with are local entities, and they all are a part of this local community.
Yes. So
that's a lot of information. If people want to go and find out more of that information, they want to look and see what events are going to be where can they go?
So they can go to the main city's website. Actually, they can go to the Columbus website, and it's going to be under Juneteenth. They can also go to the Civic Center's main website page, as well as our Facebook page. And we actually have a Juneteenth Facebook page. So it's going to be the Civic Center Presents Unity Week and Juneteenth Jubilee. Say that 5 times fast. But if you Google Unity Week and Juneteenth Jubilee, my marketing manager, Kenise, she's created events on Eventbrite. Again, on all the social media pages. There'll be more information that's going to go out from Visit Columbus about it. So this is truly one event that we've spearheading here at the Civic Center that we literally almost have every organization in the city of Columbus that are helping us and supporting us, from the library system to Visit Columbus to United Way to Urban League to the Chamber of Commerce to Aflac.
And
so
we're not gonna forget about the Springer, because they have
the color purple will be premiering,
right.
and
so
we've been
they're part
yes
of our Juneteenth week as well. Unity
and it's
Week.
Something that is for the whole. It's not just African Americans only. It is for the whole community, and it's by the whole community, and it supports the whole community.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, like, you know, from a volunteer standpoint, you know, we're getting a lot of strong support from the YPL groups here. And, you know, we've talked about this today during our meeting, but we want the YPL to be more involved next year, as, you know, we are going to be handing off the torch to these young professionals for the future of Columbus. So having them involved in an event and a program like this, where we have, you know, United Way YPL, Urban League YPL, and Chamber of Commerce YPL, all of them working together with their skills and their talents, bringing their experiences so that we are passing the torch off to them for in the future. And so again, you know, this is an event that if you have not heard about it, trust me, you know, we've been putting the word out. We are not excluding anybody. If you still want more information about it, please make sure you reach out to myself, Rob Landers, or Toria Tucker, and we will make sure that we get you keyed in. You can call my cell phone. It is 706-329-3381.
And mine is 706-225-9783.
And we will get you keyed in with some of the committee members or the key partners. Again, it's not too late for you guys to come out to find out how you can be a vendor. Our food truck spaces are full.
Yeah.
We have no more room for food trucks. But if you have a boutique or you've been a vendor at in Uptown for any of their events or any other events and you want to become a vendor, we still have about 1 week left for vendors to sign up. June 8th will be our cutoff for vendors, but we will have a vendor market. We will have tents out there, so you vendors will be covered. So we are trying to prepare for all of the elements so that everybody comes out and have a great time.
That's
Tell us
absolutely
again,
right.
what date? What's the first date that it kicks off?
June 13th.
So starting June 13th.
And it ends on June 20th. And we haven't gotten to the best part.
Yes.
And that's our Jubilee Day,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
Saturday. So we're going to have a lot of things going
I mean,
on
Saturday is
Jubilee
going to
Day.
be, bananas, honestly. We're going to start Saturday morning with a free workout session in the morning by 4.0 Fitness. We're going to have a 3-point contest presented by YMCA during that day. We're actually going to have a community wellness fair where we, in our hospitality suites here at the Civic Center, where families can get community resources information. We're bringing all of the organizations in one place at one time so families and individuals can get more information about resources that are available for them here. And so if you want to mention some of the names of some of the folks that we're going to have there.
Department of Community Affairs, they will, if you need help with rental assistance or utility assistance, they will be there. I have SG Row. They will have actually 2 tables. We wanted to bring in an element of really empowering our youth. So we had individuals like Girls Inc., Girls, Boys and Girls Club, just different organizations. That way you can sign your kids up for these organizations, especially, right now we're really in this summer vacation time.
Yep.
So if they need some activities to actually get involved in, you have your resources here.
Right
so
there.
We have the youth side, and then we're going to have the health and wellness side.
I mean, we're going to have some drama presentations by the Color Purple. We are going to have high school bands. We're going to have local artists perform in the evening. So again, everything is kind of centered around Columbus and what makes us unique. And so we're going to try to have all of those talents on display on that Saturday. But then it also leads us into that Sunday.
Praise.
The Praise Fest. Jeremy,
Jazz hands, you got to Praise Fest.
The Praise Fest, yes. Jeremy Ackles, our event manager here at the Civic Center, has spearheaded that. He's been working with several pastors from across the community to pretty much be able to have a Praise Fest. And so we'll have different groups and local talents performing on that Sunday. The food trucks will still be here. We're kind of making it like a church homecoming.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when, you would get out of church and you would go down to the basement or the parking lot? We're kind of taking that same concept of after everybody gets out of church on Sunday to come down to the Civic Center and break bread with us and fellowship all under, one accord, so to speak. So we're super excited about this Praise Fest as we're making it where it's diversified and it's inclusive of so many different backgrounds and communities.
Yeah, and we will still, on Saturday, we actually have a kids zone. We have 3 inflatables. I think one has a water feature.
So it'll be something safe and fun.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, yes, we're going to have a lot. We got, and what's the name of our kids zone?
So our Kids Zone is going to be sponsored by Peach State Health Plan. And so again, we're going to have Kids Zone, we're going to have face painting, we'll have games for them to play in this area, and we'll also have a cool off zone too. So we will have an area, because if it's as hot as it is today, we'll have an area inside of the building for folks to be able to come in and cool off. And then again, all of our sound and artist performances that day will be sponsored by the Pepsi Sound Stage. So we're excited to have Pepsi, Peach State Health Plan, and AFLAC as some of our private partners who came in and just said they learned about this program and they said, what can we do to help? And so, we've got a lot of donations and contributions to help to be able to make this event free and for anybody to come.
This is amazing. This is so big. We got drones flying overhead. We got cameras on set. I mean, this is a big thing, and the whole community is behind it. Another thing I thought about, Sunday is Father's Day.
That is correct.
Us dads don't always get, the proper celebration that the moms get. So this is a great event, a whole week, and especially on Sunday. If you're looking for something great to do with your dad,
absolutely.
Bring them down.
Get something from our food truck.
Don't bring no socks. Don't bring no ties.
So it's a great week. It's community based. It's community supported. for the kids, for all ages.
Yes.
Supporting local businesses, educating local business. Heard you say something about going to have Rob Scott down here talking about loans and grants.
Yes, and actually we're partnering because the ARP grant is being conducted through our local chamber.
Yeah.
So that's another entity. Like we just said, honestly, it's probably over 30 organizations.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we got Dragonfly Trails
Yes.
and all these different individuals that have just stepped up to help. You know, people want to be a part of history. This is historic.
It
you
is
know, that's
historic.
one of the things we've been saying, you know, at every meeting. People are investing a lot of time. We stay on our planning calls sometimes,
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yep.
So they're investing their time, their talent, and their resources. And we can't say it enough how much we appreciate these people. But yes, we're gonna work on on-site grant application process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're so choked up. Just
Yeah.
But yes, they're going to be on-site, the grant application process, things for small businesses,
Yes.
things to support local businesses, and also great food trucks right here from the
I mean, we forgot about food trucks. We forgot about the bookmobile is going to be here. Department of Health, mobile health unit will be out here. The sheriff's department game truck will be out here on Saturday. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like Toya says, like over 30 organizations. Literally, I mean, you talk about law enforcement, you know, the Chamber of Commerce, you know, some of our health systems. So it literally is, you know, a Unity Week event. And then finally, the final event to end this, because it's a Monday to Monday event, because we actually celebrate the Juneteenth holiday on that June the 20th, on that Monday. We're actually going to have a historic bike ride as well. So there's registration online on the Eventbrite for the bike ride. If you want to come out for the bike ride trail, please go, again, just Google Columbus Civic Center presents Unity Week and Juneteenth Jubilee. The Eventbrites will come up. There's a QR code to register for the bike ride. It's going to go across the historic Black Trail here in Columbus. It's going to start at the Masonic Prince Hall Temple, go throughout the trail, and it's going to end at the Prince Hall Masonic Temple. I mean, we've already got so many people who have registered for that bike ride, but it's supposed to be family oriented. There's going to be historical stops and presentations along the bike trail about the history and certain elements of Columbus that make us, you know, so special. And so definitely, if you want to sign up for that bike ride, it's family oriented. That's how we're going to finish off this week-long event. And you guys think that was a lot. Just think about all of the stuff that we had to X out of items that were creative that we wanted to push in. This is just the first one.
We're starting at, so who knows?
We have a lot of
I can tell you, you know, Oz Roberts has a plan to do a Miss Juneteenth pageant next year.
So it's going to get bigger and better, but it's so big right now. It's so awesome. For more information, go on the City of Columbus's website, go to the Civic Center's website, go to Facebook, just Google Unity Week and Juneteenth Jubilee right here in Columbus, Georgia. A week long of great, awesome, different events for you and the entire family. Be there. We will see you there. Thanks for watching Columbus Connection.